Hi guys, today I am going to show you Dallas's curly hair routine. These are some of the products that we use and love. Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Conditioner, Maui Moisture Heal and Hydrate plus Shea Butter Hair Mask, and Herbal Bio Renew Coconut Milk Hydrating Shampoo. So we'll start off by making sure the hair is fully saturated with water, and then we will use the Herbal Essence shampoo. A little bit goes a long way, you don't need too much for that. I just make sure that I distribute it evenly throughout her hair, making sure that I don't miss the roots, because you want to make sure that you're getting all that buildup out of her hair. And then once you get it distributed, you will rinse it out. This is a great shampoo that leaves her hair feeling squeaky clean, and it doesn't leave her hair feeling like it's been stripped of all of its oils. It definitely has a hydrating factor. It's really affordable and easy to find at Walmart. Then we've got the Maui Moisture Heal and Hydrate. I use this as a deep conditioning mask about once a week to quench, nourish, and soften her hair. With this one, I will make sure I distribute it evenly through her hair. At times, I will actually comb it out when this is in the hair, just kind of depending on the day, maybe on how tangly it is. But if not, then I will bring it all to the top of her head in a bun and let it sit for about 5 minutes, just soaking into her hair follicles. And this one I get from Ulta. I believe it's about $8.99. But after that 5 minutes, I'll be sure to rinse it out. You can actually use this one as a leave-in. We don't though. So I rinse it out, make sure that it's all out. And then I will move on to our Not Your Mother's Curl Talk conditioner. This conditioner is great. I usually let it sit in for about 5 minutes prior to detangling so that it has the time to soak into the follicles. And then it really helps with the detangling. So just make sure that you distribute it, make sure it gets through all the hair before you start the detangling process. For detangling, I love to use the pattern brush. It's pretty much the same as the Denman, which we have as well, so I'll use whichever one I have on hand, but you'll want to start at the ends and work your way up to the roots to really try and help with the pain from detangling. It's a lot easier to just work your way to the roots, and then once I have it all detangled, then I will usually let it sit on top of her head for a little bit longer, letting the product really soak in and moisturize her hair. And then with this one, it is also a leave-in if you want it to be, but I don't leave it in. I really don't like having too much product in her hair, and I have products that I do after the shower. So yeah, I will let it sit for about 5 minutes, let them enjoy the rest of their bath time, and then rinse it out. I make sure to get everything out. After the shower, I use a microfiber towel. This one is the Pattern brand as well. You can use a t-shirt. And then the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk line is the products that we use: the Defining Cream, Sculpting Gel, and Activating Mousse. I did take a bit too long to take that towel off today, so because of that, I am going to spray it a little bit. But what I have found is it's not great to put the product in when the hair is soaking wet. I definitely need it damp to reduce frizz, but just not soaking wet straight out of the shower, because that's when your hair follicles are closed, and adding product will create buildup rather than soaking into the hair. So yeah, I'm just detangling a little bit more because it already kind of curled up and we've got tangles again, so it's important to detangle while going through this process. I also want to point out that everyone's curls are different. What has worked for me and my daughter may not work for your curls. I've been trying to find the best products for curly hair for some time now, and I'm very pleased with the products we are currently using. This is Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Curl Defining Cream, which is great for locking in moisture, defrizzing, and adds shine. I definitely do not use a lot of product when it comes to my daughter's hair, just because it's so thin and I do not want to weigh it down. Her curl type is 3B to 3C, and her curls are fairly fine and silky with a normal to low porosity, meaning her hair does not soak up product as much as someone with high porosity hair, so we try to keep the products light. It's important to be sure that you're getting the product evenly distributed throughout the hair, not forgetting the roots. This is the Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Sculpting Gel. This gel is great for frizz control and firm, flexible hold without the flakes that most typical gels cause. Once again, do not use too much. Too much gel will give your hair that crunchy feeling and possibly leave your hair looking wet even once it's dry. Once I evenly distribute the product, I move on to the mousse. I know it seems like a lot, which is why it's important to use small amounts of each, but each product has a role in creating those long-lasting, beautiful curls. And lastly, I use Not Your Mother's Curl Talk Activating Mousse. This mousse is great for adding volume and shine, but be careful with mousse because it comes out so fast. I usually just give it one push and let it expand in my hand. Be sure to give a little extra attention to the crown of your head to help with volume, but do not oversaturate an area because it may leave your hair feeling heavy. Once I feel like the product is evenly distributed, I will start the finishing touches before letting the hair air dry. If you're low on time, you may also want to use a diffuser to speed up the drying process. When diffusing, be sure to keep it on low to minimize the frizz. To finish styling, I have her flip her head over so that I can brush her curls to the top of her head. This is very important for creating volume at the top of her head. Also, using a styling brush is a game changer. In this video, I'm using the pattern shower brush, but you can also use the Denman brush, which I believe are pretty much one and the same. Both of these brushes help to clump and define curls. It will help to create a full head of ringlets while minimizing frizz. Once I'm happy with the ringlets created by the brush, I have her stand up and give her curls a shake, shake, shake to separate any of the larger chunks. Lastly, I have her do a hair flip and then wait for it to dry. Try not to touch the curls throughout the drying process to minimize frizz if possible. Once dry, you can use a pick to lift the roots for extra volume. Alright, that's all folks. Hope you like it.